the basics just to give you the overview. Okay, so when a student, we're back here on our demo student, John Farrell, and when the student is assigned, an email is automatically sent out from you, giving them the placement test login information. So we'll take a look at that real quick, just as a refresher. Okay, so under history we can see our emails, and then here's the email that went out from you with introduction, and also here's the placement test information here. It tells them the website to go to, it gives them all the information they'll need to log in, and it will also give them an attachment with detailed instructions. And this is in Caselli. You can look at it just by looking in your files on the front page on your dashboard. I'll show you that real quick. It would be here under your file manager, and then you can look in your files and folders and find that proctoring the placement test attachment and take a look at that to see what they're instructed to do. Alright, so your first job after you get your new student, if it's an elementary student, is to go and set them up in the Performance Series. And that's going to be jumping over to performanceseries.com and logging in. There's another video that goes through this in detail, how to set up a student, so I'm going to have you go to that module and watch that video for detailed instructions on this procedure. This is what the Performance Series website looks like, and you're going to click under Staff Login, and I'm just going to leave it there for this portion. If it's a high school student, the email that goes out from the placement test information, but rather it will request a transcript and send them to a Google Doc where they can pre-select classes that they're interested in. Trying to open that email up here. So this is for an online student. It asks them to go to this Google Doc and fill out their selections. We'll jump over there real quick. And so your job then will be to go and take a look at that Google Doc and see what they selected, and also track the receipt of their transcript. So here's just some questions about what they're interested in taking in each subject. Just gives you a place to start the conversation with them. Here's a list of the electives and a place for them to tell you some of about their special situations and their future plans. So when this is submitted, it will go into a doc. I'll just go in there real quick. And this will need to be shared with you, so if you don't have access, just let me know. Alright, so here's a list of the students where I can go in and look at the results. Now you're going to want to make use of your Advisor Trail Google Doc to track that receipt of the transcript and to just track the student's progress through placement. So we're going to go over to that real quick. And that's our Advisor Trail here. And we'll just take a peek here. Alright, so you are going to want to, when they finish their placement test, you're going to put the date in there. Daily, you're going to want to go into Performance Series, and if you have students taking the Performance Series test, and see who's finished, and update this. And when the transcript's received, you're going to want to update this field here. Now the transcript is going to be received via fax, most likely, and then an official copy is also sent to the Bridgeway office, and we need to track the receipt of that official copy as well. And if you'll take a look at the transcript recording, tracking the receipt of the transcript, you'll see that we do that with the Google Doc as well. We need to make sure we have that official transcript, but we can get them placed with a fax copy of their transcript. So once you have the transcript, or once you have the placement test, then it's time to recommend a curriculum to the student. And we do that for high school students by creating a projection, and that is done in a Word doc, and I'll show you a sample of one. Okay, so here's a projection where we have looked at what the student has done in the past, and that's highlighted in yellow, and then what they're going to take. This was done last year, so what the student would take to complete the freshman year, and then the recommendations that we're putting up for the remainder of high school. So we send this off to the student with a projection template in Kazelli. There's a video about the projection in detail, so you're going to want to watch that. And then in Kazelli, you would just simply send the student an email. I usually save it as a PDF just in case they don't have the a current version of Word, because I have Word 2010, so we have that docx file, and not everyone has that. So I usually save it as a PDF and attach it as a PDF. Okay, and then you're going to just click on your templates and find your advisor projection email. I'm just looking for that. It's under high school, I believe. High school projection letter. We have a different one for freshmen, and then we have one for transferring in students. So we just click on that, and then we would do an attachment and attach that projection. Okay, and so then this is what basically what it says. Let's see here. And then up here, this is where you would attach a file from your computer, or search for it and attach it to the email. Just a note here, I noticed that this email needs to be modified because it's still asking them for that financial commitment form, and this is all taken care of now up front by admissions and finance. We as advisors don't have to track that anymore. So we'll make a modification to that, so we're not sending that out in this email. Now for our elementary students, you are going to go into Performance Series and take a look at their placement test results and generate a profile report. And instead of a projection, you will be sending them their placement test results as in the form of a profile report. And then you'll choose this template. Let's see, it's called Core Advisor Course Selections, I believe, Suggested Curriculum. Okay. We also notice we have some other Performance Series tests. Emails, and these are used to kind of, if you notice a student isn't doing the performance test, you can send them the reminder, and when they complete it, you can send the congratulations, they've completed the performance test. But this is what the curriculum suggestion email looks like. And so once you've evaluated the performance series, and you've also received back the vocabulary and spelling tests, and I did forget to mention that, you'll see that in their history, when the student is assigned to you, they will receive an email with some academic paperwork, and that will give an attachment of a spelling test and a vocabulary test, and ask them to complete it and to fax it back to you. Okay, so this is an email you don't have to send. It will be sent automatically with these attachments. I think I showed you this before, and then gives them a getting starting checklist and also that spelling and vocabulary test. Alright, so that's what you do once you've evaluated the placement test and the transcript. Just a little bit about how you know what curriculum to select. I'm going to go over into the online course, and we'll take a look at some things that are going to help you select that curriculum. Okay, so here we are on the online course. All of the curriculum is discussed here in the Advisor Handbook, so you might want to just open that up and print a copy out for yourself. Sections of the Advisor Handbook are also presented down under the curriculum section. Here, these three things are also included in the Advisor Handbook. This curriculum comparison chart is not, and this will be a good tool for you to have in your Advisor Handbook as well, or your notebook that you're creating for yourself. So this compares our curriculums here up at the top, just with some common or some important aspects of the curriculum. So this could be a very useful tool for once you talk to the family and get an idea of what they're looking for, what kind of learner their student is, whether or not they want biblical content, whether they want online or not, whether they need a lot of repetition. This will be a good tool for you. And it's 4 pages for math, language, arts, science, and social studies. So I think you'll find that a very helpful tool. So you might want to print that out and have it handy. In addition, get this to pause here before I can get so I can get my other page up, but it doesn't seem to want to. Alright, I kind of seem to have my computer locked up here. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end this recording before I lose everything, and I will pick up the remainder of the tools you can use in the second and the next recording. Okay, so I'll see you there. Bye-bye.